Hi, welcome back to Dawn Digs In. I'm Dawn. I like to talk about living a happy, healthier life and things I'm doing in my life that you might find interesting or get some value from. And it is finally the new year, and we've all set a few intentions, I hope, as to what we want to accomplish this year. And as always, I want to tell you what my plan is, or at least what my plan is for the next 28 days. So I am currently starting the 28 days wall Pilates program. Now I'm doing this in addition to my regular workouts, only for the reason that it's really short. I'm finding they're like 12, 15, 17 minutes. They're not very long. So I'm not really feeling like I'm getting enough of what I want to do, but I think it's going to be a great addition to what I'm currently doing. So what am I currently doing? So I am currently doing my 10,000 steps a day, which I am backing off on a little bit. I have been having some knee problems, and I think I'm just doing too much at one time. As we get older, and my older ladies, things start to ache, and there's just a lot of things going on, and things just kind of start to ache. My knees have been getting a little bit achy. They don't really want me kneeling on them, so I've been trying to do a little more like beast pose where your knees are up off the ground, and that seems to help. But I do my 10,000 steps every morning, and I think maybe it's just too much for me to be doing all at one time. So I'm going to try splitting that up. It's harder to split it up. I do really well when I can just get up, do my workout, and bam, do my steps, and then I'm done for the day. I can do whatever else I want. When I have to get back on that train of, oh, I need to work out again, that kind of throws my brain off. But I'm going to try. I'm going to set an alarm so that I do it in the afternoon, like having those active breaks. Instead of just sitting around and on my computer or on my phone or doing some other little chores around the house, I'm going to set it for active breaks so that I'm actually getting up, doing 1,000, 2,000 steps, which takes you 10 minutes. It only takes a couple minutes to do 1,000 steps, so it really doesn't take long. So if you can break it up, it will really help. Now, if you like doing Get Fit with Rick like I do, he has so many 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, 10,000. Now, I have been doing the 10,000 steps religiously every morning for months because I like the accumulation effect that he does. He teaches you a step, that adds on another, it adds on another, it adds on another. And before you know it, you've added 20 steps different into your little program, and it's all kind of choreographed, but it doesn't require any dancing skill because I have none. And there are a few steps that I still struggle with, but it's a lot easier, and you really don't think about the time when you're actually doing something as opposed to just walking. I get really bored just walking. I'm not good walking on the treadmill. I do have one for emergencies, but I would have to be watching a TV show at the same time to do it. So that doesn't really work for me. I really want to be able to do something that I'm kind of all in for. And the other nice thing I like about Get Fit with Rick is I can put on my own music if I don't want to listen to him. But I really like listening to him. He's very upbeat. He's very energetic. He's nonstop chatter. And you know what? Nonstop chatter works. I don't care for the music. I care for the beat of the music because that's the important part. But I'm not a poppy person, so the pop music doesn't do much for me. If you like the pop music, great. A lot of times, because I know exactly what he's going to say by now, I will just stick on my own playlist that I like to work out to. It doesn't really matter, whatever works for you. But a couple times a week, I do just listen to him play through because I really do enjoy him. So if this is something that you are working on, try doing a couple of his smaller 1, 2, 3,000 step workouts and just intersperse them throughout your day just to get you moving and get those little active breaks in. So the second thing that I'm doing is I have stopped doing my Tracy only because of my knees. I am hoping to get back to this, but right now I'm just going to stop, or I'm only doing the standing. So I've been going into a few more of the Hamelin workouts, just the deep series and the stream series, ones that I know that are free on YouTube, that I know that I can do, that don't give me any grief. When it comes to the on all fours, I just modify them. Or I just don't do that particular section. I'll just add something else that's standing or lying on my side. And that really gives me the opportunities to try different things and do different moves without putting any pressure on my knees. So that is kind of where my workout is going. I'm starting off my morning with a warm-up, doing my Pilates workout, then moving into some Hamelin floor or standing, and then getting in some steps and going to active breaks throughout the day. Now, as far as my eating, I am back on my intermittent fasting schedule. Hallelujah, because this has taken forever. I don't know what my problem was. I do know what my problem was. There was a lot of family stress going on, and I do know that, that can kind of cause you to eat, and there was a lot of shortbread going around, and I'm sure that you were dealing with the same. And you know what? It comes around once a year, so you work hard all year, so you should be able to enjoy it. But as I always say, Summer bodies are made in the winter. So it is time to start working on that summer body. So I am working on a couple little programs that I'm hoping will bring you some joy when I get them going together. Just the things that I am doing to work on my mental health, my diet, and my workout, and how those are all important and how those factor into my life. So I will be bringing that to you later on in the season. So right now we are doing the 28-day wall Pilates. So if you want to start this with me, jump on. I'm doing it free on YouTube. There is a couple YouTube instructors that are doing this. So just Google free Pilates 28-day workout. Up it'll come, and just hop on there with me and do it and just see what differences it makes. I find that I'm used to doing a lot of these moves, so I may not find them that challenging, but I'm really hoping that the challenge will come as I get farther into it. I'm only on day 5, so they're easy right now, right? And I'm enjoying them. I'm liking the fact that most of them are on the back. I like the fact that they're against the wall. So again, I'm not on my knees. I'm still working my glutes. I'm working my hamstrings. I'm working all those areas that I want to work on, and a lot of really good ab workouts. So if you're wondering what to do, jump on and just do a 28-day routine. And I'm going to see at the end of the 28 days where this takes me. What did I think about it? Am I interested in actually getting into some Pilates? It's never been something I've done. I have tried yoga time after time after time. And as I've gone back to in my Hamelin original consultation, he said, I'm not a yoga person, so let it go. Well, I've tried to let it go, but for some reason I seem to feel like I want that grounding of yoga. And maybe I can get that a little bit in Pilates. I am enjoying it so far. And as I said, it's really early into the program, but I like the fact that it's a little more strenuous than yoga. Yoga, I just find boring. I'm not good at that, holding poses for a long time. In Pilates, we seem to be holding them for a 5 count or a 3 count. We're not holding them for minutes. And I've done some yoga classes where we're holding a pose for 5 minutes. And I'm just like, Lord, what do you think about for 5 minutes? Unless the instructor is giving you a really good working meditation, I just can't do that. So if you're thinking that you need a little something different, maybe try this wall Pilates with me. I'm going to move into something else once these 28 days are done, and I am still thinking about doing my 8-week Hamelin rotation, but the knees are causing me a little bit of grief. So the jumping around and doing a few of those things are just not working for me right now. But I'm waiting for his new platform to kind of all switch over and getting the link back for my 8-week rotation. I'm still finding them on Vimeo, so I can still get access to them if I choose, and I do pick and choose some of them, but I have still not done it straight through for 8 weeks. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. I was so intimidated when I first watched it with all those sliders, and we've talked about this before. Sliders just are the death of me. I can do them, but I don't like to do them. So I want to do something else that is not a slider, and the workouts that he gave me my first week is like sliders every single day, and a lot. So it just kind of turned me off my whole 8-week program, which is crazy, but I just haven't got back at it. And I could start with the second set because you do each program for 2 weeks. So you have 4 workouts and you do each one for 2 weeks at a time. So I could just go into the second one, but I'm not. At this moment in time, I am doing the 28-day free Pilates workout on YouTube. Check it out. You may really like it, and it gets you moving, right? It's January. We want to get moving. Let's start working on these summer bodies because it will be here before we know it. If you have planned a beach vacation and you really want to get in shape, there's no time like the present. It's got to happen. If you want it to happen, you've got to make it happen. And the only way to make it happen is to get yourself in a mental, physical, and eating state so that you can make it happen. So I am back on my intermittent fasting schedule, which I am very, very, very happy about. So I am trying to do 20-hour fasts every day, and I'm trying to throw a few longer ones in there. So I did have one planned for today, and it didn't happen, but I was at 22 hours, so I wasn't mad at it. I had just hoped that I could do a 48-hour one, but it's okay. I'm just starting back into my fasting schedule, and I really felt just in the few days that I've done my 20-hour fast, the bloat has vanished. I'm not feeling that extra puff that I felt after Christmas of just the, oh my God, nothing's going to fit me feeling. I'm past that. I'm getting my water in because we are back to that, right? It's getting in that 100 ounces of water. It's hard in the winter. It's cold here. It's gloomy. We haven't had sun since the beginning of December. It's just awful. So it's hard to drink a lot of water when you're not outside and you're not doing things that make you hot and sweaty, I find. In the summer, I can just drink gallons of water, but in the winter, I'm a little less. So I'm back to the getting up in the morning, drinking that 2 glasses of water, my 2 20-ounce containers of water, doing my workouts, moving on with my day. So jump in with me. Free 28-day wall Pilates. It's there. It's only 28 days. Let's try it and see where we end up for February. So until I see you next week, I hope you have some amazing workouts. You are awesome. High five.